Welcome to Your Daily Writing Habit, episode number 793. If you are writing a book or thinking about it, or maybe you've started writing a book but you need some help getting it done, you are in the right place. Good morning. Happy Thursday, everyone. I'm your host, Christine Whitmarsh. If you're looking for me online, look for Christine Inc., like that stuff we write with. Each day, I'm sharing with you the writing habits I've learned over my 19 years as a ghostwriter, book coach, and author. I have found that three things in particular have a huge impact on your success as an author, and they even have the ability to turn a quote-unquote non-author into a published one. Those three things and my three pillars here on the show are writing fundamentals, productivity, and mindset habits. Here's today's quote. There's a difference between interest and commitment. When you're interested in doing something, you do it only when it's convenient. When you're committed to something, you accept no excuses, only results. Kenneth Blanchard. And once again, good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday. And let's talk mindset today. And, really, when are we not talking about mindset here on the show as one of the pillars? So I get the feeling sometimes that many first-time and future authors are confused about what it takes to really write a book. And before I tell you what for me is the first and most important thing you need to write and finish writing your book, let's go through the things that are not the answer. To be clear, the things that I'm about to list are eventually useful in book writing, but without the main thing that I will reveal at the end, they're completely useless. All right, thing number one, being an expert writer. So being the queen or king of fundamentals, a grammar professor, dangling participles, masters in fine arts, fancy courses, teacher's degrees, the right book, the training, the program, etc. That is not one of the things that you need to have before you write a book. Thing number two, writing at certain times of day, whether it's the crack of dawn or afternoon or late at night. Aspiring authors ask me questions like this all the time. When do I write? For how long? How many words a day? As if there's a magical formula. Interviews with famous authors ask this as well, like Inc. magazine, successful people wake up at 5 a.m., those kind of entrepreneurial magazines. All right, but there are also lots of successful people that wake up at noon. So don't take Q&As with famous people in your industry as the gospel. If the ideas work for you, fine, do them, especially habits. But there is no one correct writing regimen. Thing number three, certain writing processes or software. I get this one a lot, especially software. I'll take you out of suspense right now. I use Google Docs and Microsoft Word. I did use Scrivener for a short time, but it took me an entire weekend to learn it. So all the bells and whistles kind of made it lose its appeal for me. It was really distracting me from my project. So the major answer is use whatever software or system that will make you sit down to write and finish writing your book. It's that simple. Thing number four, daily word counts. And here's another one from interviews with famous authors. This one hits 5,000 words a day. This one 1,000. This one 20,000. I don't know if that's possible, but you know what I'm saying. Word counts matter when you do have a writing deadline, whether from a publisher or self-imposed because you've made the commitment to finish your book and launch it by a certain date. In that case, yes, work backwards from that date and figure out how many words you need to write every day to hit your target. But writing a certain number of words every day is not the first and most important thing you need to write and finish writing a book. So what is? The decision to do it. And yes, this sounds overly simple and even a little, no duh, tell me something I don't know. You might know it, but do you believe it? And are you actually acting on that belief? Have you made the decision to write a book? As in, you will write it no matter what happens along the way. You are committed to the completion of your book. You will refuse to let anything get in the way of it. Because life, quote unquote, does not care that you need the time to write a book. Life is going to do its thing, with its accidents, interruptions, ugliness, surprises, regardless of whether you have a big, awesome goal you've committed yourself to. That's where the commitment comes in. Your commitment to writing your book needs to be stronger than the pushback from this thing called life. So that's my first and most important thing you need to get your book done. You need to make the decision to do it and then stick to that decision no matter what. Thank you for joining me here on Your Daily Writing Habit, where my goal, as always, is to help you write and finish writing an awesome book. And please drop by my Inc. Authors group on Facebook and let us know how we can support your writing goals. And if you need some accountability, If you've decided, you've made the decision to write your book, but you need some extra accountability, Ink Authors is the perfect place to ask for that. I always put the link in the show notes. Until tomorrow, happy writing.